being filmed. The thing about working with, I'm self-taught. For me, it's like material. Everything is material. You photograph, what am I photographing? You think I'm photographing your see-through blouse. I like it because it's see-through. I also like it because you can see through and you can see through to you, but it's not just that. I like the material.
Yeah.
I like I like the actual material, the cotton, the rough, the soft, the slimy, the silky. And with these, what I liked when I did them first is like, okay, then I put sellotape over. One, the colours come out a bit more, and then secondly, oh, this is so sweet. But also, when you put sellotape on it, there's an element, it becomes something else. And also, like with the other, when I started making the other books, which I did also from a performance, but there's air inside. Not so much in the newspapers, but there's air. There is air between, and that gives it something. I can tell when you hold it. So I actually really like the idea of selling them by weight. You know, how much do they weigh? Can you weigh a conversation? Yeah? I mean, it came after Lobster Kimono when I made that other book. So it was kind of like, let's carry on working with paper and give them bits of paper and stuff like that, yeah? And then just work with pictures because I just wanted to carry on photographing really, yeah? And then work with something which I think is totally pointless in some ways, media, but on the other hand, I think the media have a big responsibility. I think I get a little, not political, but they have some responsibility, and they make lots of mistakes. In modern digital age, the media make lots of mistakes, and some weird things that come up. Like just now I come down, there's a thing like, never say sorry if you masturbate. What's that doing on a big neon reclaimer? Yeah, and then there's some guy a couple of months ago was like saying, fuck you, you know, what's this doing on a big neon reclaimer, you know, these ones that change all the time. It's like, and then you are asking why the young people don't respect, or why people don't respect, but this is like in your face all the time. What was the advertising? And I like advertising, I think it's very clever. I'm interested in, years ago in England there was a cigarette brand called Silk Cut, and I think they were probably the first where they took a picture of a piece of purple silk, crumpled up, with a slice in it. Very erotic in some ways, yeah? It didn't say silk cut. It didn't say anything about cigarettes, but everybody got to know it as being silk cut cigarettes. I thought that was very clever. You know, how Coca-Cola can be a brand, how we know those names, how we know landmarks, or like, you know, if you make an epic photograph, that's the one that's known. All the rest, people are not interested in. But that's the one that was known. And like with ourselves as well, how we know each other. You know, if you do something really, ooh, la 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 la, everyone remember that. But the 99% of the time you are other when you are actually maybe not so shined up or something like that. People don't remember that. But they do, but how do you remember that? And how do you put other things in to remember? It's something I work with. I don't know, it's just like to put other things in there, but it take a long time. It take a long time. We have too many images. I think that's what's interesting about photography, is that there are too many images. And how to just keep your own image, how to keep making your own image. I think you do the same again and again and again a lot of the time. So, I don't know. I have a lot of too much thinking. Just before Christmas 2017 till March 2018, So it's not like I went and waited for newspapers from that week, 2 or 3 or whatever. If there was some nice scholars in there, cut them out and work with them in that way and build them up. Because then there was like a kind of, it was up until the time, what's his name, Prince Henrik died.
Okay.
He was actually in there somewhere.
Yeah.
His hand is in there. A lot from come from Reclaimer as well.
Yeah.
There was these nice dog stories. Yeah, like, you know, you get this kind of conflicting information in newspapers. You get one thing that, you know, all these people are fluting or whatever, and then you get like, oh, travel to this island or something like this, you know, like holiday travel, and they're not thinking about like what's written on the rest of the newspaper. So I often thought like, oh, holiday travel, you know, that's probably from Holiday Travel.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, okay, and that's from Sports Stars. I mean,
Yeah.
they're cool, you know.
Yeah.
And sometimes they go more, BT, it changed from, it was Metro Express then, and then it was owned by BT, but BT took it over completely and made it like sports, an extension, a reclaimer to the rest of BT. This was done when it was Metro Express. So the layout was slightly different in the newspaper, but apart from that, it was just over a 3-month period. I don't know, it was fun. I like them when they are really like this, you know, just kind of mystery, you know, put these people in small objects, you know. But it's something to look at for sure.
Yeah.
And politicians, I don't know who that was. There's a Sylvia, I cannot remember who that was now. There's some of Putin. Putin was very good to draw around. Yeah. There's only little machine, yeah? This is from Sports Stars again. Sports Stars were the, you know, like, you get all these world leaders, but then you get the sports stars. Wow. Mystery news.
Yeah.
Yeah? But that's good.